Dan's survival. Hello everyone, Dan here with another tutorial for you. We're going to be doing Resident Evil 7 new game Madhouse 100%. Now this can be used for many things, whether you want to use it as a speedrun guide, a guide to find all the collectibles. I'm going to try and cover all of that, so you don't have to just be looking to go fast here if you want to try and make use of this guide. I'm going to cover all the bobbleheads, all the files, steroids, stabilizers, and antique coins. I think that's everything that are required for 100% on the final in-game screen, and will net you all the corresponding achievements slash trophies, whichever you're going for. So it'll work in that regard. Now, if you're looking to speedrun, obviously this run is off of my best time in this category. I wanted to make a video off of this run for a while now. I am not the world record holder. I'll reference his video a few times throughout this He made a more comprehensive tutorial styles directly towards the speed run. So mine will kind of be like a beginner and a approach next to his, but together I think there's a lot you can take from both. Which that is Emery's guide, very good guide, very good runner of this game. He has pretty much all the Madhouse stuff record-wise. So yeah, a bit about this run. Obviously, Madhouse is very difficult. It's the hard mode of RE7. It is relentless and at times insanely trolly, but you know, if you're just somebody looking to get the trophies, you have plenty of saves you can make thanks to cassette tapes, but you will not have checkpoints, and you'll have very infrequent checkpoints, I should say. But yeah, usually you can get two-shotted by most stuff. Sometimes this game has weird clipping issues where things can do an extreme amount of damage, knocking you from full health down to danger. It's just the way this game works on this mode. It is very unforgiving at times, and it's an endurance test, but I do believe this is the optimal way to play the game from a standpoint, not as a, a swole Chad saying, hey, I only play my shit on hard. It is nothing like that. This is more in the idea that the game layout, item layout, weapon layout, and all the stuff we get to take advantage of, mechanical-wise, is more satisfying in this in Madhouse. That's my personal opinion, of course. You know, everybody has their own. So yeah, we'll start here. Hopefully this video is holding up all right. I'm using this straight from my computer. I'll probably pause it a couple times and all this. Just rewatching my VOD pretty much. But you'll notice we just make our way right through here. There's going to be a pickup for Mia's driver's license, but you do not have to make it, so you can skip that for a hundo. But yeah, just duck under here, and we're going to make our way into the guest house here momentarily. A few things about this game. Obviously, if you're looking to speedrun it, be prepared for this intro. Now, there is a new guest house category that is kind of emerging more in the time building up to Resident Evil 8 here. It's just now kind of becoming more of a popular category. All right, you'll notice right there, right when we walked in the house, there was a checkpoint in the top left. I went ahead and reset right there, or I hit start and retry. That'll actually speed Ethan up a little bit. This is only relevant if you're really looking to speedrun, but the load times do not hurt you, so go ahead and do it, and it'll give you a little bit of a boost time-wise. So go up the steps here, grab the tape. This is required for everybody, anybody watching, as we need it for a antique coin. But yeah, and go ahead and pop this in. I'll let do the first part here play out, then I'll go back to what I was saying. Yeah, thankfully this tape is not very, you know, it's not as short as you'd like. You definitely notice all the length, but it's not as, could be a lot worse as well. So it starts out, you're going to look straight down and to your right, back up a little bit, and you'll pick up a lockpick right there on the ground. And then just, you know, walk your way over to the door here. A little bit of an optimizing strat is you can move the lockpick over to the third slot. That's simply for the benefit of menuing a little later on. So speedrun-wise, definitely do that. But yeah, what I was mentioning before, the big thing with running this game, if you're not doing No Guest House, is to be prepared for this opening every time. You'll notice on the screen there's a thing next to my splits of 292. 25 out of 292. That's my completions to attempts. So a lot of attempts in this category. That's a lot of hey babies from Mia. So believe me, as somebody that would like to, you know, drill their eardrums out after hearing it so many times from Mia, and just general disapproval of Mia's existence, I can appreciate the fact of not wanting to hear her. So, you know, it's just something you got to kind of be prepared for when approaching this game as a speedrun. But anyway, after we bust open the door there, come over to this drawer, open it with the lockpick, and instantly quit out. That was just me using the lockpick on the drawer there. And here, I'll back that up real quick, just so you can see, make sure you see which drawer it was. Yeah, sorry about this. We're kind of doing this on the fly here. Pro strats here. Okay. But we're going to just use this and then instantly click out of the video. All you have to do is open this. You do not have to finish the tape. You can if you want. But yeah, notice it's this drawer right here. Just go ahead, use your lockpick, and roll. But yeah, this is required for 100%. If you're just looking to get through Madhouse, you do not have to do this. The main point of the video is to show you that this lever here exists. But we use it for the coin, obviously. So let's go ahead and squeeze on through there and head on down to the basement. We're gonna go and find good old Mia. Yes, her long-awaited debut. Yes. Yes, so good that first 5 minutes of her existing just is so good we can never care to see her ever again. But anyway, I'm no Mia fan. I'm sorry. So I'm not going to go about that. So a nice speed optimization you can do here is coming up. We're gonna go ahead and look to the right, facing the wall, and as we go under the, not this one, but the next board here. It's right around this corner here. As we go under it, if you look to the right, it'll skip an animation of Andre's body floating up from the water. And that'll save you, I don't know, like 2 seconds or something. I have no idea the actual time, but it just saves Ethan from getting startled, really. But yeah, you may have heard him pop up there. That's what that was. It's a little thing, so that all adds up. So yeah, here we are into the core basement of the guest house. Grab your bolt cutters and go ahead and use them. You'll notice they were already highlighted because that's what selecting the lockpick where we did pays off. Having the lockpick in that third slot will instantly allow you to click your bolt cutters.
Ethan? Are you alright? You shouldn't be here.
What do you mean? You contacted me.
No, I wouldn't. Did I? Did anyone say?
So after Mia's done yammering here, we're going to do our first bit of files.
We need to go.
Pretty basic stuff here, but I forget which order I do them in. I'm pretty sure I do the picture first. In your inventory already is a photo of Mia and the letter she sends.
Where are you taking me?
I wait until I trigger her yammering. Oh, no. Okay, grab this note. Check both sides. Both sides of it. I can't enforce that enough. You need both sides of that, and there's a couple others I'll point out that you need both sides of for them to count. And then go ahead and optimize your menu if you want. I always do this setup. It doesn't really matter too much. Something along these lines, though. We're going to observe this photo here on the left, though. Just observe it. Make sure you click X so the text comes up on it, and then you can just go and dump it. Just get rid of it, and then go and highlight your bolt cutters again. But if you're not sure where you're at, you could just always check. There is, if you press start and go to your stats screen, there is a, they keep track of all that for you. You should have 3 files at the moment. There are various items you can pick up, though. Like I mentioned, Mia's driver's license. There's random photos and all kinds of other things like that. All stuff you can actually pick up, but do not count for files. I believe it's just mainly surrounding stuff that directly reflects into the lore more. And not, I don't know, not Easter eggish, that's not the right word, but a lot of the stuff is just kind of hints to the individuals, but they don't actually add to the story directly. I think the stuff that adds to the story directly is what you need to worry about. But yeah, here we are in the basement. Again, this is kind of what I'm talking about if you're looking to speedrun this. Just be prepared to do this. Now, I assure you, though, after you get done with the guest house, you're into the game and it's really rolling. This is a personal favorite speedrun of mine. I've done, I don't know, 20 some odd games now. I grinded this game to get a sub 150 in this category and then a low 143, I think it was, on the new game one. And, I mean, obviously lots of deaths, lots of retries. I'm happy with where I ended up, but my point is that I just really enjoyed it. If I didn't enjoy it that much, I would have said the hell of it, because this opening sucks. But if you can get past the idea of this, it's a great category. But yeah, you just got to be ready to take your lumps. So yeah, a lot of me yammering here. There's a number of setups you can do for this next part where you stand. Emery has a more effective method by, he's about 3 or 4 steps closer than I am, but I just go over here, get to the corner, basically get to the hitbox of this doll, so I'll kind of pick up the doll a few times, and I don't think this actually does anything, but it always just feels like it helps trigger the event if I'm interacting with it, so I just have always done that. I don't think it actually means anything. It probably doesn't, but yeah, I don't know. I'm just, I'm just am what I am there. But anyway, go into the, duck into the bathroom there, and trigger the next sequence of events. The good old stabby stab. Well, this is a good as time of any to mention the Zero D version of this game, which I do not have. You'll see all the uncut gory goodness in this run. But if you had the Zero D version of this game, which is basically the censored Japanese version of the game, it will allow you to save roughly 25 to 40 seconds, something like that. Highly recommended if you're really trying to push world records or anything like that. If you're just looking to get a good time, though, that's kind of what I did, and I just opted to use the US. I mean, I definitely care to hit my own goals and everything like that, but I don't care enough to drop another $40. Call me cheap or whatever, but yeah. That's just not how I'm typically wired with this kind of stuff. But anyway, that's irrelevant. After Mia gets done bashing her skull in, well, the one productive thing she does this whole playthrough, we're gonna go ahead and do a, there are various things you can do here. What I do to get her to stand up, it's a little slower, not by a ton. Just look left here, run over and kind of check the door here, and then go into the bathroom, hit that drawer, grab the heal, grab the other heal again, so you're up to full health, and just go to her left foot, your right. Now the axe fight. Okay. The axe fight, you need 12 good hits on her. Ideally, probably 13. what you'll do is you'll want to swing a few times and then kind of start walking back as you're swinging. The big thing is don't get over aggressive. I would not recommend power swinging either. I don't know if there's a more optimal way that suggests you do it, but yeah, block her if you have to. If she grabs you, block or swing, whatever you got to do. But yeah, it's kind of hard to explain beyond that. So just run over here, grab your axe. You'll notice, like, well, I run up, swing, 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 swing. And notice how, I screwed it up there, actually. But I was starting to move back, but I was just too late doing it. But notice how I'm kind of walking backwards on a lot of those. I just counted my swings, and when you get enough, she'll grab you, and then you just mash the block button. Once she grabs you, mash the block button, and you should just instantly trigger the event where you, like, execute her. If you have enough swings, then. Lots of detail there, I'm sorry, but, But yeah, again, this is where I'll kind of mention Emery's guide again here. He breaks all this stuff down very well. He's, but yeah, the big thing is just don't just stand there and swing and expect it to go well. Yeah, after the phone call with Zoe here, make sure you grab your axe again on your way out, and we're going to do another retry. Yeah, you'll see it right about halfway down the hallway here. You see the thing in the top left go off. We're going to retry. This will speed Ethan back up. So this next area is where we're going to go past the drawer that we unlocked in the videotape. Ethan actually passes it earlier and it's locked. You play the videotape and suddenly it's unlocked now. But anyway, yeah, you go to the left here. You notice I open it right there. Go over here. We're going to use our bolt cutters on this, which will give us the fuse. And then drawer should be open. Grab the coin, and that's our first coin. Alright, and just work your way over here. Use the fuse. Now, there is a belief this game would probably be, this run's probably... Actually, I think you may have to play through the game to unlock Madhouse anyway, so a lot of this general stuff you probably know anyway, now that I think about it. But in case you don't, I don't remember. It's been too long now. It's been, what, 4 years since this game came out now? Something like that? I can't remember. But anyway, in case you're, or you just have been so long you don't remember, but I'll still talk through it, because, we got, gotta fill this air somehow, So anyway, yeah, we just gotta... So yeah, on this part, it's really weird on the censored version, where you see, like, a black screen come up here, where it'll just black it out, and then Ethan's arm will actually still be attached, or his hand will still be attached anyway. It's really weird. But, it is definitely less gory. You do not need to pick up your hand here, by the way. You can if you want, just for the souvenir's sake, I guess. Yeah, I usually just pull out the axe and go. So in this next fight, this is the tricky fight. Okay, all right, wait, Dan. Okay, notice over here. Over here is a save point. After you lower these stairs, if you are concerned about Mia Attic, make a save here. Yeah, I would recommend if you're starting the speedrun, make a save so that way you can practice it. But at the very least, make a save if you're playing it casually, because if you don't, you're going to have to go back and sit through all those, her cutting your hand off again and all that crap, and you're not going to want to do that. But this is also just, I mean, depending on the day, there's a lot of people that'll tell you this is the toughest fight of the run, this, or maybe Marge 2, maybe Jack 3. But it's not easy. That's the important part. So I'm going to talk you through what I usually do. It's pretty consistent for me, but the thing is, you do need to have a level of confidence in your aim. But I do use the axe for a big part of it as well. So, you notice I go in here, grab your handgun bullets and your gun and the first aid. Go ahead and leave. And then, and notice I equip the axe. And then go ahead and run in here, grab this other thing of bullets. And then there's another first aid on the inside door here. And finally another thing of bullets by the ladder. There's another couple bullets by where we came into this room, but we don't need those. So what we're going to do here is Mia's going to drop down. I'm going to power swing right away, trying to kind of clip into her. Again, this is an Emery thing. I highly recommend checking his video out, where he'll kind of show you the exact lineup and everything. He does it much better than I. In fact, he usually he shows methods of using just the gun, using the gun and the axe, and then the just the gun, I think. And I recommend using this method. This method's easy. Well, easy. I shouldn't say that, but it's not too difficult if you just pay attention and are wary of your health. Shooting her is definitely the safest without getting hit. The problem with that is you need to land, I believe, 18 shots in the head or something like that to down her. So you don't have much room for error. That's where this fight becomes very difficult. So you want to get I think the early axe hits in go a long way to helping avoid that that stress. So anyway, let's see how this goes. Alright, you notice I'm going to crouch down, swing into her, and then I'm just going to wail on her. Oh, I got hit early, okay. So when I get hit there, I instantly retreat, and that's when I go to the gun. And this is just popping her in the head. I'd love to tell you there was a good method. It's just practice and getting used to that head bobble shit she does. I know she takes a weird route there. A key thing with this fight is if you stay roughly about, I don't know, 6 feet, social distancing away from her, you can avoid her charging you. She'll just kind of walk instead. And her charge is where she's very tough to hit. So, I play it safe, I use the door. But notice I'm low on ammo here. But I got my axe hits in. So let's see how this ends up. Oh, this is not good. So I just ended up having to resort to using the axe. But see, those early axe hits, while they don't seem like much, do pay off. And then I got a bunch of headshots at the start there. So it makes her go down much, much quicker. I didn't play that very well at all, and it still did it. There's some handgun bullets to my right there as well I could have gotten, but, you know, it's saving every second we can. I probably would have been beneficial too, but here I am. I always try to stack the box on top of Mia. And she was too far away this time, though, so Jack got us. Overall, that wasn't a great fight, but it was good enough. And for me personally, good enough is good enough in the case of Attic Mia, because that fight is awful. And, you know, if you die there a couple times, you die there learning the run and everything. Like I said, the biggest thing is practice it, get used to the head sway, but above all, just remember that 4 to 6 feet roughly apart from her, she will not charge you. And if you're about to take a hit and you know it, make sure you try and block. I know it's easier said than done when you're in the heat of the battle and everything, but you know, just work on it. Just do it. It can be done. And you'll get a checkpoint right afterward, after this cutscene coming up here. So, yeah, you're in the clear. But, yeah, you can see on this category, I mean, I'm second place. I think Emery's time is typically in the 1840s if he does axe only here when he's done. So he's probably around 19 minutes now on his timer. Something like that. I don't really know. But my point is, though, is, yeah, you're 19, 20 minutes, and we're just now done with the guest house on this category. That's where a level of unappeal definitely will kick into this this game again. That's kind of what I mentioned, where, you know, the new categories for no guest house are very appealing, because you'll basically just start after the hallway Jack fight, which is pretty nice. But also just the fact that But it's just where, be prepared for that if you want to take this run on. But yeah, after this classic of classic scenes, anybody wondering, of course, I did record this run. This is on the PlayStation 4, standard PlayStation 4. And I recorded it on my Twitch stream, but I don't know why the video looks a little grainy here on my. Oh, I think I know why. See, it looks a little grainy. I think I know why now. Actually, let's see if this. Oh, there we go. Yeah, sorry about that. I'm an idiot. Well, I'd go and re-record it, but I'm not talking through all that Mia shit again, so yeah, you can live with some orange glow for a little bit. That's my fault. I had the night light on my monitors because, you know, they're slowly making me go blind. So yeah, that's what it was. But anyway, back to the run. So here's where you'll get your checkpoint, so you're done with Mia for your life. Go ahead and pop this door open, and this is Hallway Jack. Now, he is RNG hell. Alright, so our main objective here is, again, you can play this much safer if you want. I honestly think this method is probably as assured success as probably doing it casually, and I know that sounds weird, but I kind of think it's true. So what we're going to do is, on this table here by Jack is the hatch key. The hatch is how we're going to escape. After we pick this up, we're going to run to the right, where Jack came from, and we're going to try and open the doors, the double doors, which are right about here. We're going to try and use the key on the door, and it's not going to work, obviously. We do this because it's going to trigger the deputy quicker. So yeah, let's let this play out here. But yeah, with Jack, yeah, you can get any number of patterns here. I got a bad one where he was a jerk. He hit me like a jerk. But go ahead. All right, now here, you can quickly tell if he's going to swing vertically or horizontally, or if he's just going to lunge. He's going to swing horizontally, so I duck and block. He swings twice. That's when I get up and run. Now, there are times where he won't do anything else like he did there. Other times where he'll swing a third time and get stuck, and that's the best pattern. But I kind of just listen and track where he is, and I was pretty confident he wasn't nearby there, just based off the sound. I'm guessing that's why I did it this way. Now, all this is going kind of quick, I'm aware. When you get in here, though, to the right of me, if you know Jack's not on you, you can close the doors behind you, but you can hide to the right behind the stuff here. And as soon as he turns around to leave, you can just go. But on the shelf here, you'll see there's a separating agent, and then there's a flame round here. We're going to want to combine these items. You can do that after the hatch. The hatch is the most important part. Make sure you grab these items, though. It's essential. So use the hatch key, grab. I go ahead and make them, combine them, and then just duck down. Again, Emery shows a whole lot of attempts there, but that's kind of the gist of it. That's kind of what you would do. Yeah, it's a little hairy, definitely, but you know, I'd love to say there was just a consistent thing with it, and there really just isn't. You know, obviously you're seeing it at the times it worked. But yeah, go ahead and open the door and answer the phone here. Now, after the phone call here, we're going to go ahead and I typically grab all the stuff in this room, but also in the item box that's in this room, right here, go ahead and grab your coin. The coin we used, that we retrieved from the videotape earlier, that actually is sent to the item box after the Mia fight. So skip through this. Don't use any of your New Game Plus stuff. Come on now. Notice I moved my inventories too, but yeah, grab all the stuff in here. Quick right here, go into the kitchen, and that should trigger the deputy for you. And there you go. There's the deputy. Deputy Anderson. I forget his first name. I think it's John. Very generic name. But
You understand. I gotta get out of here. Calm down. You're not listening.
yeah, this run's actually not a bad one to kind of showcase though, because so far things have gone fine enough, well enough, but
Are you kidding me?
it's not like it's perfect either. You know, like we took some hits against Mia, and we didn't have a perfect, flawless Jack. I got a little lucky with the hallway, but yeah, could still be better.
Hey, wait. You gotta give me your gun.
Yeah, there's a lot of questioning of skipping cutscenes in this game. A big thing is, you know, the problem with the way this game is put together, and I suspect it'll be the way with RE8, is these aren't really cutscenes. The one in the boat is that you can skip. These are all kind of built into the game experience, though, if you will. I don't know how to phrase that right. You know, like, it's a seamless transition from gameplay to them, so that's where I think they're going to probably have the same setup for 8, which makes me think we're going to have the same situation. Because they're not really cutscenes. They're, you know, they're just moments where you can't move in the game, really, is what they are. Not to say, you know, I couldn't hold circle or B or whatever and skip to the end of a phone call or something, but, yeah. Just hang a phone call up or something, but... yeah, I can see why they didn't want to necessarily do that, and I can also see why we're probably going to be stuck with it again in Resident Evil 8. But anyway, alright, Jack time. So I run up, grab the knife, I run over here, you gotta grab this lockpick. Grab that lockpick and be quick. Alright, go ahead, use it. I'm greedy as hell. So notice, Jack will do 2 swings there. Assuming all is normal, Jack does 2 swings there. He'll do a horizontal and then a vertical afterward. If you set yourself up the way I did, the horizontal should not hit you. However, you unless you're really, really quick, you're probably going to have to block that vertical or you'll get knocked into danger. So you notice I did it right there. He'll swing overhead, and if it hits you, you could die. I mean... because what'll happen is it'll knock you over and he'll be on top of you, and if he grabs you, you're done. You're dead. So if that happens, well, you're screwed. So don't let it happen. Block. L1, L left bumper, whatever it is, block those hits. I know it's a weird Resident Evil mechanic, but you gotta take advantage of it. So get in and let Jack pull you out here. You do not actually have to start doing damage to Jack until he's in the car. It doesn't do anything. So, like, we usually start right about here. I just pop about 8 to 10 shots into his head. Once he starts moving, getting him a couple times will definitely do it. I think the minimum you can do is 6. I think that's the lowest I've seen. So go ahead and reload your ammo, get your inventory set. This is how I always have mine. I put the coin in the second slot and then highlight the first slot. You'll see why I highlight the first slot. With Jack here, when he's getting close to you, just crouch and knife his shins. Swing, just swing at his shins and he can't grab you. You should stagger him off like I just did. That's works on easy, Madhouse, anything. So, when we go to the left here, we're gonna, climb the ladder, go to the left, and we'll get our second coin. And then, we're gonna start our collectathon. Because, we'll be kind of free to move a little bit, finally. Alright, so yeah, to the left, grab a coin. And then the ox statuette, go ahead and turn it, and then just put it down while it's doing that. And you can move this, shelf. Nice little, I like these little kind of nifty tricks. Go ahead and grab it, and that should go into your first slot because the coins will stack. Alright, so first up is our very fun shooting of bobbleheads, which can sometimes troll you. But yeah, open this door here, see it right there. We're going to pop that bobblehead. Right there. Very nice. We're going to come around here and we're going to use the ox statuette on this double door here. And while that's doing that, we're going to aim and shoot this bobblehead right here. Pop. Alright, and notice I moved my cursor over to my coins. Pop that bobblehead that's sitting on the table with your knife. Open these drawers, grab the gunpowder and the coin. That's our third coin. And then we're going to use the 3 coins because we got the one, again, remember the one from the chest. The one from just there when we got the ox statuette. And then that one right there in the drawer. And we're going to use those to open up the scorpion key. I go and move my gunpowder down to the second to right one. Grab the key. Go ahead and use the door. Alright, now in the process of while the door's unlocking, we're going to grab the clock pendulum here, and then we're going to read the newspaper that's on the table right here. So, there you go. Alright, and then there's another file for you. Alright. Okay, just go to the right here, and we're going to grab our lockpick. Alright, now with this dude coming up here, what you can do is, you can hug the right wall here pretty well, and he's going to leave you alone, and you can get down to the basement. Or, what we're going to do is you can just kind of go right and then left around him into the room here, and we're going to do some stuff. It's a little tricky. Just kind of, yeah, if you kind of molded, the 4-legged are weird to manipulate. But anyway, we're going to open this dresser here, grab whatever's inside, open this drawer here, and this is another double-sided note. Take both sides, read both sides. So 1, 2. Alright, and then just go ahead and leave. I'm in a little rough shape, so we're going to take our heal. Alright. Oh, we got a long way to go. Well, we're moving through. We're moving through. Big thing is make sure you guys get everything. All right, right here, easy to miss. It's right in your face, but easy to miss. That note right there, and then there's going to be a coin coming up right after it. Ammo. Grab whatever's in there. Grab the coin in the little saucer there, and then yeah, we'll keep going. Alright, I just moved this. I combined... Oh, yes. Okay, that's a key thing to talk about. I grabbed the... You can combine 10... Alright, you can combine 10 regular handgun bullets with gunpowder. That will make 5 enhanced rounds for you. This isn't told anywhere in the game. I saw it through another run a while ago, and I was blown away. Like, man, it's a game changer for this difficulty, because basic handgun bullets don't do shit in this difficulty. So what you're going to want to do is try to keep your spare handgun bullets at 10. Like, so let's say you have 8 in your clip and you have 12. Go ahead and reload so you have 10 spare. But if you're going to go under 10, do not reload. So, like, let's say you have 8 in your clip and 11 in your stock. Do not reload, because then you'll go down to 9 in your stock, and then you won't be able to make more enhanced rounds. So just keep that in mind. It's one of those little things. So we can sneak by that guy, grab the ammo on the ground. There is ammo behind where, like, if you go to the turn around and to the left, there's ammo in that tub if you want it. More handgun bullets. We got this pretty planned out that we don't have to grab it. Okay, so this is one of these really stupid strats I figured out to try, and it actually ends up working pretty well. I would highly recommend using your enhanced bullets and shooting this 4-legged molded. However, the fastest strat is to do this dumb shit, which is run in there a little bit, shoot, grab the gunpowder and enhanced or shotgun shells there, use this key, and get the hell out of there. What that does is it lures the 4-legged molded over into position to come at you. It's exceptionally dangerous. I've taken numerous hits there, but it eliminates me having to shoot him, which I don't hate either. Okay, so notice how I was at 9 and 11 there on my ammo. I went ahead and shot, or no, I was at 10 and 11. I went in and shot to get myself to 10-10. That 10-10 will allow me to make more enhanced ammo later. So here we are before Chainsaw Jack. I'm going to switch to my enhanced ammo. And, oh boy, do we have a fight coming up. This is a, oh wow, I screwed up this on, yeah, so I make more enhanced ammo. And, yeah. This run's plenty, I could improve this run a lot, jeesh. But I'm not going to. I'm pretty well set with this one, I think. But anyway, so what I do is I'll go right here, and I kick the body into Jack to stagger him. What this does is it gives me some time to line up my shots on him, because he can rush you like nobody's business. Hit him with 4 in the head. You hit him with 4 in the head, and when he's down, get behind him, reload, and hit him with 6 enhanced shots into his weak area. As many as you can. If you have to hit him with a few more to feel confident, go ahead. That's what I did right there. Alright, then go ahead and switch to your regular ammo and do some menuing. You'll notice what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my pendulum and my dog head on the right side here. We're going to basically move, I don't know how I'm going to do this, but I want this area open and the lockpick selected is how I want to end up. Yeah, so I'll just use the, yeah, okay, so that works. Because we'll use the lockpick before that's needed. So when Jack starts, he's going to be trying to be a dick like this. Ideally, this part doesn't happen. But just go up there, swing on him a couple times. It'll weaken him. And then just rev into him. If you did enough damage with your enhanced bolts, you should get this animation pretty quick. And then we're going to rev into him again, now that he's down with his weakness exposed. And bam, we got a 1 cycle. Very nice. The biggest thing to triggering this, making this happen, is the headshot, or the shots with the enhanced ammo. And do not worry about hitting him when he's getting the cage down, or opening the cage. It doesn't do anything, so for the love of God, definitely don't waste your handgun bullets, or your bullets, when he's opening the cage up. It will not do anything. He's got iframes there. So yeah, you notice though we moved our inventory around a bit, mainly just to highlight the lockpick, and then make sure we have room for our shotgun. That's just a preference thing though. Like, if you're playing this casually or whatever, you're just trying to get the achievements, this stuff's not as stressful, or, you know, as stressed, but still, you want to do most of it. Alright, go through here, grab the shotgun shells. And then we're going to leave. Make sure you are moving through here, because the 4-legged we baited will spawn behind you as you're leaving. But as long as you keep moving, he shouldn't be any problem. Okay, go to the left here and move this sliding door. And then we're going to run up to the treasure chest and use our lockpick and get 15 enhanced pistol rounds. Very nice. And while that's opening up, go grab the treasure photo. We need that for a steroid a little later. So grab, yeah, like I said, grab the treasure photo over there. Alright, I'll just go and reload a bit. We're at 10 even on both our pistols. That's good. Yeah, you know, never mind. But anyway, now we can head upstairs. Jack will not be a problem anymore. This is why most of the waiting is done, just so Jack's gone. Alright, so if you're trying to get all the achievements, you do not need to do this in the 100% speedrun. But, well, for one, grab the dog head here. Alright, there's a tape here for Mia's video. Mia is showing you, like, how to find the crank in the old house. You do not have to do that in this playthrough. It's not required for the speedrun. It's not required. I mean, there is a trophy tied to it for not getting caught, but I would just do that. I mean, you can do it now if you want. You know, it's up to you. I would kind of recommend recommend not doing it on this particular run. If you do decide to do that and you want to get the trophy for not getting caught, the best thing to do is, if you do get caught, just exit the videotape. Pause and go up to exit videotape. before Marge catches you. Do not let Marge catch you. So yeah. So yeah, in here's a file. Just go ahead and read that. And then there's a file there. Bobblehead there. We're going to open this door. We're going to check this little vase for a coin. And then we're going to delete the treasure photo. All you have to do is have the treasure photo picked up and you'll remember the event. So now that we're doing that, the next thing I'm going to do is move my handgun bullets, enhanced bullets, over to this slot here. And our dog head over to this slot here. And finally move our icon to our pendulum. So basically what that's going to do is it's going to set up that we pick up the shotgun here in these slots, and then we're going to have our pendulum, which is our next item we're going to use, highlighted already. Oh, I screwed that up. Wow. Well, that's what you're supposed to do. Don't look like me. So you grab the note, grab the shotgun, open the drawer, grab the shells, and grab the other notes there. Yeah, all those are just one-side notes. You just have to click them once. That's it. You don't have to read through all of them or anything like that. All right, yeah, if you notice under that little folded poster was a coin. Just run right into that. And then we're going to drop down here. Go ahead and use your clock pendulum, which you should have had highlighted, but I was an idiot. Grab the coin there. The newspaper's there. And the note there. Okay, so to refresh that, we're going through. We hit the clock, get the coin, newspapers, pick up the dog head, leave, and hit the note here on the fridge. Yeah, it's a lot of stuff all at once, but a lot of your, a lot of the collectibles in this game will kind of come in bunches like that. It's just the way it is. But yeah, we're ready to leave the house. Not too shabby. We're moving right along. Hopefully I'm not pausing it too much for you guys. I just want to do my best to be thorough, but I also don't want to over-talk either. But yeah, head out and out. Head to the right here, and there's a repair kit and solid fuel. Use the repair kit on our shotgun, and then use this, and then go. All right, basically use the repair kit on your shotgun. That'll give you the double barrel shotgun. Do not use that other one. That other one's a piece of junk. Don't waste your time with it. And then move your cursor to your coins. You don't have, this isn't required for the casual stuff, but, and then go ahead and make some flame rounds. Flame rounds are going to be crucial for Marge, or Marguerite, whatever the hell you want to call her. Go ahead and come over here under the porch and tear this paneling off. And under here, we're going to get a coin. So go ahead and grab that. And get your pistol out, because we got to shoot a bobblehead. I usually wait until I'm onto the water here. It feels like I'm lined up with it pretty well. But yeah, there's the bobblehead right under the steps there. Go ahead and pop it. Alright, and then go in here. So what we're going to do is you just step out for a moment. Just step right out of the trailer upon entering it, and that'll trigger the phone call. And we're going to use our coins on this cage here. This is going to give us the stabilizer, which will, as you can see, reloading speed increases indefinitely, which is so nice for the Marge boss fight. So yeah, just go ahead and put your coins into this. Alright, grab your grenade launcher and pick up the phone. This is all just minor optimizations that we've made over the course of running this category. But yeah, after this, we're going to go ahead and over to the item box, and we're going to put the scorpion key and the knife away. Scorpion key and the knife will go into the item box. You do not need either of them anymore. Feels bad about the knife. It's a useful little tool for a lot of things, but we just don't have room. Yeah, obviously just doing Madhouse gives you more items to deal with, but using new Madhouse 100% gives you even more items to manage. So a key thing, this is big for the speedrun coming up, is notice how I do my menuing here. Alright, shut up, Zoe. Oh, excuse me. Sorry about that. Alright, so the key thing is we're going to go ahead and put those away. I notice I moved my inventory, my cursor, Jesus, to the first slot there. That's key. So we're going to grab the stabilizer. So after that, we're going to go up and grab these handgun bullets. These handgun bullets are spare handgun bullets. So they're going to go in the slot below that. We want that slot that had the stabilizer to be open, so now we're going to use it. And there's a reason for this. What this is going to do is it's going to allow us to use the spider statue and the crank both without having any... It's going to let us use both those items without having to move our inventory around. So equip your flame or your grenade launcher here. Go ahead and shoot. You get a pretty big grace period, but just fire kind of in between the two and you'll pop both hives. It's pretty simple, to be honest. It's nowhere near as... You know, it might take some practice to do it while running, but we'll grab that, which will go in that first slot. Pop your bobblehead here. Don't have garbage aim like me. And then we'll just go up here. If you want to save a flame round, you can go to the other door in here to trigger Marge, because we're going to be going through this door, but we're just going to use the flame round here. I would recommend if you're just playing this casually for the trophies, go over to the other door in this room to trigger her. The door we came into this area with originally. And she'll do the same exact thing, and the spiders will go on that door. That way you'll have an extra flame round for the boss fight, basically. But what we do in the speedrun is just back up, shoot the door, that'll get rid of the spiders. And there you go. Alright, go ahead and open the cabinet here. This will give us our first thing of solid fuel. It also locks solid fuel into our inventory, so it won't take up a crucial spot. So what we're going to do now is grab a coin right on this under like the first shelf of this desk here. Open the door. Check whatever items in here. I usually grab whatever it is, if it's a heal or if it's a handgun ammo. Either's pretty useful. We're going to come in here, grab your backpack for more inventory, and shoot the bobblehead right here. Also, oh goodness, I should be mentioning this. You guys, in the trailer, you can save. In the trailer, you can save your game. I highly recommend it, or you can save right here. Either one, but you want to make a save after doing the chainsaw fight. Between the chainsaw fight and before Marge 2. You definitely want to make a save somewhere. So I would highly recommend doing one of those two slots. I mean, literally in that room I was just in, there's one. There's some chem fluid, herb, and flame rounds. Grab all that, and now we can finally use our spider statue. And you notice how it was right in there ready to be clicked. You didn't have to move the inventory around or anything. You know, that's just small little optimizations that really pay off. Alright, after we get through the little, crawl space of doom here, whatever the hell you want to call this, we're going to pick up a solid fuel, and a coin. Yeah, you'll see the movements here. Just look down, there's the solid fuel, go to the right, there's a coin. And then just keep on going here. Go ahead and shoot this item box. Don't have potato aim like me. Yeah, you can go ahead and shoot that box. Do not pick up what's in it yet, though. Alright, come down here, shoot this bobblehead. You'll notice, too, I've been trying to hold off reloading as long as I could, because I had only 13 rounds in my reserve. So if I got some gunpowder with having enough, I would have been able to make some more enhanced rounds, but it looks like I'm going to have to reload anyway. But anyway, shoot the bobblehead here, grab the crank. The crank will be in the first slot. Notice no fly, or no wasp, or whatever the hell you be down here on Madhouse. Alright, grab that. We got some handgun bullets, which are some good luck, so I go ahead and reload. Unfortunately, I didn't have one bullet, but, you know, it is what it is. So I just go ahead and make the, while we're waiting on the crank to get back, I go ahead and make a potion right there, first aid right there. Alright, go and grab the solid fuel here. We did not grab that earlier because we wanted the spider statue to go into a certain spot. So with Marge here, just run past her and shut the door in her face. Run to the right and grab a coin. Alright, make sure you get that. When you go through the door there, shut the door behind her so she quits throwing bees at you after a bit. And run to the right and grab the coin. What this will do is, for one, it'll get the bees time to go away before you do your crank, because you're going to have to grab the coin anyway. But yeah, do not forget that coin. It is a very easy one to forget over the course of this run. There's a flame round in between those boxes there. Grab that. Go ahead and use your crank. We got some good luck that the bees didn't decide to be a jerk, and now there it is. But they waited at least until the crank was done. Alright, grab the gunpowder and the crow key from in there. We're going to switch to our grenade launcher. And we're going to fire a flame round right into this chest here. Grab the strong. There's a strong and a regular. Grab the strong chem fluid. And just keep moving. So, for coming up here, we've got the Marge 1 fight. We're going to use a flame round, 2 shotgun shells, and the rest will be enhanced pistol. Flame round first. So, for the speed run, yeah, the big thing is just not let her dump a bunch of bugs on you here. But yeah, if you do this quickly, she shouldn't even get a chance to spawn anyone, yeah. Yeah, so just look up, flame rounder, shotgun, shotgun, pistol, pistol, pistol. Now you notice she was falling down there. You can actually clip the top of her hand, but do not shoot under the railing of the ladder or that will not work. Alright, this is a speedrun strat. If you go next to the ladder here and look up right around where I'm at, you notice right around there, it's a little hard to describe. You know, that general area. That'll allow us to skip the lantern. Now, if you're saying, man, I don't want to do all this speedrunning crap, just shut up. Well, okay, for one, grab that note, though, because even if you're telling me to shut up, you're still somebody that probably needs that note, so grab that. But there is a note on that door. Do not forget it. It's very easy to, because you're busy with the key and all this other shit. You just killed Marge, oh my god. But anyway, if you don't want to worry about doing that little skip I'm just about to describe, go to the back of this area and check the door by the lantern. That's all you have to do. But we'll be doing there eventually anyway, but if you want to do the skip, just do what I'm doing here. If not, just go to the back of the area. So while this is opening up, go ahead, make some more flame rounds. Check your note. That's one of the free notes files of the run. And then we get another phone call here with Zoe.
Wish you could have warned me.
Sorry about that. What about the serum?
I haven't found any, but I did find out we need to make one. A D-series head and an arm. This can't be right.
A head? I think I have that around here somewhere.
You do?
I don't know about the arm, though. Have you searched the whole house?
No, not yet. I still need to check the second floor here.
All right. Check it out. Meet me at the trailer if you find it.
Alright. Well, anyway, excuse me. So if you did the skip before, right? If you set up where I had you, you should get this scene with Marge. If not, just go back to the lantern door. It might take a few tries, but you'll get it. But it's a nice little skip. Saves about, I don't know, 10, 15 seconds, something like that. So a big thing coming up here is we're going to try a little bit of RNG manipulation. This is something we're still trying to figure out exactly of getting the, improving your drop rate here in the pre-Marge 2 fight. Okay, oh, wait. Notice I grabbed the coin there. If you go through those metal doors there, it leads right back to the trailer. If you go through those doors into the trailer, you can save your game before this fight. I highly recommend doing it. It's because this is a very tough fight to do efficiently, and it's going to drain your ammo, and it'll probably kill you a couple times if you're doing it for the first time. I really recommend going and saving. I just want to stress that. Also, since we're here, since I paused right here, there's a treasure photo here. Do not pick it up. This is not needed. No, no, no. So yeah. But yeah, to the point of the RNG minute, we're basically going to try and make another thing of healing so that we get some better drops from these boxes coming up. So I'm going to grab a gunpowder, an herb, and the chem fluid. We're going to make an herb, or make a first aid. I'm going to pop these boxes. I still got a first aid and heal handgun ammo, so as you can see, it didn't really work. What you really want, if you get the God drop, it's 2 shotgun shell drops. So I'm only going in with 5 shotgun shells to this fight, which is rough. So with Marge, make sure you block her. You can get 2 shotgun shells into her, and then 10 enhanced pistol rounds. Pretty comfortably, I'd say. Go ahead and do some menuing here in between. Get all of your stuff reloaded. Unfortunately, I have very little shotgun ammo, but that's typical for one of my runs. So you shoot her to get her down. Alright, real quick. You shoot her to get her down. I ran over to grab this. Shoot her twice with the shotgun to knock her back. What that knockback will do is put her in position to where you can shoot right between her legs, right around here on the ground with a flame round. Alright, so it's handgun head. She falls. Run over to the pistol ammo, pick it up. Switch to shotgun. Shotgun her hive over her never region, we'll just call it. And shoot that. And then she'll fall back. When she falls back, switch to your grenade launcher. Shoot between the legs, ideally hitting her and this locker behind her. That's the ideal situation. And then just unload into her. When you see her starting to animate to climb up, I typically stop shooting. I think she's can't be killed there. So I would recommend that as well, because she's not going to suddenly stop climbing and die. I've never seen it happen in all my time playing this or watching it. So if you did this right, you can open this cabinet and you'll get some more shotgun shells and flame rounds. Go ahead and do your what menuing you need, reload all your stuff, and so forth. So what can happen here is, if you do too much damage to her, she's going to spawn somewhere else. If you do the right amount, though, she's actually going to spawn over top of you again there. So depending on what shots you landed, she may be right above you there, and you can go through another series of shooting her. I got one where I did too much, so she's a little further away, which is actually kind of unfortunate. But, you can hear her. This is where having headphones on helps a ton. It'll help you track her very well. Yeah, I didn't block there, that's bad. But I'm just trying to basically unload everything I got into her right now. And just reload. You notice once I ran out of stuff, though, I ran out of shotgun shells, my grenade launcher wasn't reloaded, and I was out of enhanced pistol ammo. I just leave her. And I recommend doing this because do not switch to your basic handgun pistol and start shooting her unless you're like, you know she's almost dead. But otherwise, in this, like a situation like this, don't force the issue. Just leave. You notice I grabbed the strong first aid. That's important. But I got my shotgun reloaded while I was doing that. She's going to go up there. So I'm going to go ahead and knock her down. Grenade launcher her. I think I might shoot her again with a grenade launcher. Yeah. And then we're going to drop down. Now, dropping down here, there's going to be some shotgun shells on the left. I'm sure I'll go right for that. There's a ton of boxes and drawers through here, though, that will have probably trolley supplies, but do have things that can't help you. Handgun bullets, herbs, first aids, and shotgun shells. Yeah, all that stuff. Big thing I should mention real quick. You may have noticed we did not pick up the flamethrower. The flamethrower sucks. Well, I won't say it sucks, but it can be good against her. But the thing is, the moment you assemble the flamethrower, burner fuel, or flamethrower fuel, whatever you want to call it, will spawn from then on in crates. And that's just taking up spots that should be used for pistol ammo or whatever. And, yeah, so you don't want that. So yeah, grab the shotgun shells there, get everything reloaded. I did switch over to my handgun bullets because I am very low on other stuff. We got some good shotgun shell drops there, though. handgun bullet or gunpowder, more shotgun shells, nice. Okay, so you notice I grabbed the separating agent, which is right here. It was in this sink. We're going to take that separating agent and combine it with this strong first aid. That's going to give us a strong chem fluid. What that's going to do is allow you to make, that'll let you make your more flamethrower ammo. Is probably what we'll use it for. But for here, we're going to use our gunpowder and our make more enhanced ammo. Again, doing everything I can to not use basic handgun ammo in her, because like I said, it doesn't do much. So yeah, there's the flame rounds. There we go. So get everything reloaded again, ready for, what is this, round 3, I guess? Ooh, she's not where I thought she was. There she is. If the bees do spawn, I mean, shoot them if they're really in your way, but don't get yourself killed because you're worrying about them, though, either. There you go, just unload all everything you got. Notice I'm reloading into my enhanced. There we go, we got a good respawn here. I don't know quite what she's... Ooh, that's a bad hit. Heal. So this fight is nowhere near as organized or clean as like what you'll see Emery doing. He's got it down to a science. So if you're a speedrunner looking to do it especially, or looking to learn the speedrun, wanting to do it like flawlessly, I highly recommend his video. So I'm down to pretty much everything, but I know she's in her final phase. So yeah, I was able to use my base handgun. Go figure all the shit I talked about it. So grab the solid fuel round, reload. Unfortunately, this is what happens though, because the biggest cause for problems for this fight can be if you just come in and you don't have, if you just don't have enough shotgun shells, which I have a fine reputation of not getting. But yeah, get everything reloaded. You notice I fired off spare pistol ammo. I did that so I could grab the coin on the table there. Open that drawer, grab whatever's in there. But I fired off spare pistol ammo so I could make some room in my inventory. It ends up I got some spare anyway, but I had enough room that I was like, yeah, we'll just go with it. But yeah, that's Marge too. She's again she can be very tough. She's very, very damage spongy. She takes a lot of ammo. But knowing the right approach helps. Like, even though in that fight looked a little hectic compared to how clean it can, all in all, that wasn't... I felt in control the whole time. Alright, so make sure you grab the... open that drawer, grab the note here, and whatever's in there. There's going to be a coin and a bobblehead here. Bobblehead's right here. The coin will be in the drawer here. And just go ahead and use your lamp. Get your coin selected if you want to be optimal. While you're waiting on the door there. Now you'll notice I'm kind of in health and I'm not healed. I kind of want to get rid of those, grab the lockpick. Notice, alright, here, let me show you this line again real quick. Sorry about this. So, what we're going to want to do is to grab this lockpick is take a very direct line in, and you'll line right up with it every time. Yeah, I should have thought about that. Alright, coin selected. So open this up. Alright, go through here. Okay. Through here, through this doorway, just go, notice the angle I'm at going into it, just go straight. Kind of think of you're heading towards this wood, barricade, pallets, whatever it is, and then just kind of adjust. You can kind of see it from this angle. It's a little tough. You can get a little closer, and there it is. It's a little tricky to see, but you need this. Do not forget this lockpick. I mean, it's not a requirement for the 100% people just looking for the trophies or whatever, but it'll make your life a lot easier if you're doing just that, or if you're trying to speedrun, so grab it. You do not need the notes through here. That one there to the left of Ethan is not required. Alright. Go through here. Just open that up and grab the arm. The D-Series Mar. Shoutouts to Mar for you. I always think of her when I pick this up. Alright, duck under. Alright, now this guy can be a jerk. So what you're going to do is run to your left, his right, and you should squeeze by him almost all the time. If he hits you, heal. Obviously. If anything hits you, heal. Because some of this stuff can hit you very, very hard. Yeah, just run through here. Oh, yeah, there's the big hit into danger. Instantly heal. Yeah. Obviously, learning that pathing takes a little bit of practice. Not much I can tell you besides just practice it. I mean, if you want to kill this stuff, you're more than able to, but you run a risk also of just putting yourself in more harm's way, killing everything in this particular, in Madhouse in particular, just because, I mean, they do give you the supplies to do it, but it's just very difficult. So we're gonna venture back into the trailer here. Go ahead and save again. Don't forget that. You're more than welcome to. But we're gonna use our coins on the cage here to get the steroids. While that's opening up, we're gonna open the fridge. Go ahead and open the fridge. Check, and then while that's opening, we're gonna check the billboard here. Billboard's gonna have a file. Right there. Open that, pick up the head, turn the head around, and that's going to have another file. Those both count. Grab the steroids, go ahead and pop them. Bam. And head on out. Now, if you seem to... Now, one thing I'll say real quick is, if you have your inventory, take a look at your inventory, especially if you're not speedrunning. If it looks like you have too much stuff already, like you're full up, put some stuff away. Maybe if you have too much healing, or if you forgot to put the scorpion key away, or the knife away, something like that. Take a little bit of inventory. Do not put the crow key away yet, though. We're about to use it. So you notice I'm going to end firing off some bullets here for that exact reason. I'm fixing my inventory a bit. So there we go. Because we're about to add to it, is why I bring this up. So go into this part of the match, grab the coin from the toilet. Coin from the toilet. Go ahead and use the crow key on the door here. While that's opening, potato aim. Shoot the bobblehead. Then go over to this panel here. You remember the treasure photo from the basement? That's what this was telling us about. So go ahead and open this paneling up. Grab the steroid that they give us. Go ahead and pop the steroid. Potato menuing. Boy, this is not a great run. Jesus. Alright, grab the coin, ammo, and then the flame round and the neuro round. Now, what you're going to want to do is go ahead and equip your grenade launcher and load the neuro round right away. Not only is it because that's what we're going to need it for next, it's also getting it out of your inventory. If you have, like, the max amount of an ammo type loaded in, it won't go into your inventory. The same thing with enhanced pistol ammo. It's a nice little quality of life thing that they gave and decided to do. So, yeah. If for whatever reason, before going to the basement, if you need to go in here and save, go ahead. You could have saved in the trailer as well. But, yeah. Here we go to the basement. Head right. We're going to go back through that sliding door we opened before. Make sure you have your shotgun ready to go. I mean, you can use your pistol with an enhanced bullet if you want. It's a lot riskier, though. So, yeah, it's, go ahead and... This guy's gonna jump down and I just shoot him once, get him out of my way, and run. As long as you hit him clean with a shotgun shell, it should do it. Grab the coin from that box there, and then grab the key from the poor deputy here. And again, if you have the censored Japanese version, you actually just grab the keys like sitting on the table here and his body's not there at all or something like that. But yeah, there you go. There's the snake key. Just head on out, run past that dude. There is a first aid on this table here. I should have mentioned that when we got to the chainsaw fight. There is a spare heal here on that table if you're really desperate. The thing is, grabbing it now, you have to worry about that molded that just spawned. So grab at your own risk. Alright, run down here. Use your snake key on this. Got a little lucky there. Alright, there's a coin right there. Grab the coin, turn around, and hit this bobblehead that's sneaking right there. Pop. Alright. Open this up. There's some enhanced pistol ammo right there on the ground. Some shotgun shells right there. Notice you can hear the molded already, that four-legged. Grab your shotgun, shoot him. You don't necessarily need to kill these things, but you need to shoot them and get them out of your way and not, you know, and move your ass, basically. So in this room, you can go ahead and pop this dude. I always just go up this stairwell. You can shoot the other one on the other stairwell if you want. I just walk around the other side so I don't have to shoot him, though. Alright, and we're going to go into this room using the snake key. Alright, some key file pickups here. Grab this file right here. Alright, go ahead and use the lamp. Grab those shotgun shells there. Grab this file on the table here. And then climb up the ladder. So that's 2 files in this room. Alright, some more pickups here. We're going to go to the immediate right and around. Grab the axe and the coin right here. Axe, coin. Now we're going to go over and do another shadow puzzle. Okay. And that'll give us the blue key card. Alright. So, alright, you notice I'm out of room. So, what did I end up doing? I discard the coins. Because after you buy the stabilizer and the steroids in the trailer, you will not need coins anymore. You'll still have to pick them up, but you won't have to use them. So you can just discard them. They'll still count. Don't worry about that. So just go ahead and dump them if you need to. And yeah, there we go. And then we shoot that bobblehead right there before going back down the ladder. And there we go. Good stuff. Yeah, believe it or not, we're almost done with the main house altogether. It's good stuff. I know a lot of this may be looking really fast, and if you're playing it, a lot of the fights might be taking a bit or anything like that. I promise you, this is doable. Alright, go in there, grab the backpack. Yeah, grab the backpack to increase your inventory and the lockpick. So we're going to turn the time to 10:15. That's the answer here. Check the note on the globe here to the left. It's an easy note to forget. Yeah, right there. There you go. Alright, so to your right here, there is some handgun ammo. I think I'm going to grab it. When you get to the bottom of the steps to your right, there is some. Yeah, there it is. Alright, grab the red key card, gunpowder, enhanced handgun ammo. There's some shotgun shells in here as well. I'm going to grab right behind that barrel. Alright, I just optimized my handgun bullets a little bit. Reload everything. Make sure everything's always ready. Alright, now this next part is going to seem nuts. I promise it works, though. I saw Emery do this the first time, and I thought he was, you know, he cheated or something. But these four-legged molded are very dangerous here. But what you can do is, now I know this works on both. You can just shoot them both on, like, just playing Madhouse normally. But for 100%, what you can do is shoot this one, just run to the left. Now we're going to look for an opening here. It's going to be straight ahead, an opening in the brush. It's a little hard to describe. Just see where I go in. I'll try and pause it again here right as I'm going in. Okay, yeah, so what I look for is, I look for this metal pole post here. And I go to the immediate left of it and around into this opening. This is where you use the axe that you got from Lucas. From the attic. Alright, there we go. Just turn it to the right to make it into a 7. It's a little generous. And that'll give you your final or another stabilizer. Actually, I think that is the final stabilizer. The rest are steroids. Alright, there you go. I just go ahead and pop it right away. Alright, use your blue and red key card here. While this is going, or while this is opening, I'll try and make some enhanced ammo. I fired off my rounds though, so I can't. Then just head up here. We're going to grab some ammo to the left. I think I am. I assume I am. I haven't watched this video in a while. There we go. There's some more ammo to the right. There we go. And there's Lucas. This is your best pee break in the run. I can definitely say that. This is as long of a break, this and then after Jack 3. But yeah, I do just want to mention the fact that a lot of this seems tough. A lot of it is tough. It's very unforgiving, but it's very doable. I consider myself like a mid-level runner of stuff. I'll just endure and take a beating until I get it pretty decent, but it's very doable. If you're on PC, it's probably even a little easier with the his aiming's just a little. Well, in general, it's easier to pick up and do. I don't know. I don't really know how much that is, but anyway, that's not the point. It's all doable. Just stick with it. Hang in there. Also, I should note that Lucas here is a checkpoint as well. So yeah, if you're up to this point, you got everything. You are clear as far as you don't have to go back to the main house at all. You're done. But yeah, just stick with the run and stick with doing it. You can get it. If you really want to, you really put in the time and everything, you can definitely do it. It can be a lot of fun. Also, I gotta say, a lot of the members of the RE7 community are amazing. I highly recommend a lot of their channels. I mentioned Emery a ton, but there's a lot of other great runners. Naito, Marforia, especially those are all great ones. If you want to see streams of this game. Ooh, baby. And of course, I stream it too. I don't speedrun it. I think I kind of reached my marks for it for now, but I'll be back speedrunning this game soon enough. Just want to kind of do some things before Village comes out, and I'm sure after the Village hype, I'll be back running it as well. So after Ethan's excellent use of the human language, English language there, Jesus. Go and grab the coin there behind the TV. It's right behind the TV. Easy to miss, but easy to grab. Okay, so you can shoot those mines. You can shoot the one kind of through the mannequin there. Duck. Shoot the one underneath there. Just kind of walk carefully around here. There's there's mines above you. If you take the right route, you'll be fine. Grab the gunpowder. Grab this coin to the left. Do not forget that coin to the left. It's very easy to. There's going to be another coin straight ahead here when we get to the bottom of the steps as well. So that's a lot. There's 3 coins in this small area from the time of Lucas's TV blowing up. There's 3 coins up until we enter the barn. So keep that in mind. And just grab your supplies there as you see. Trying not to point out every single little detail. I mean, you can see me doing this stuff.
No, it's 0514. Oh, come on. Take a chance. You never know.
So do not worry. Do not put in the password now. If you put in the 1408 code now, all that does is change the code for later. So here, what you're going to want to do is put your serpent key away, put your crow key away, put the D-series arm, and then the crank. Put them away in that order. Snake and crow first, and then arm and crank. Do not put the arm and crank in first. Switch to your enhanced ammo here, by the way. So what we're going to do is when we get right about there, turn and shoot. We got a four-legged coming in. Shoot him with your enhanced bullets. Okay, this is a little risky. But you notice I'm going in here and I'm just blocking these mines. You can shoot them, play it safe. But yeah, grab the shotgun shells. There's a thing of steroids there at the bottom. Shoot the box, grab the shotgun shells. In this drawer is going to be a coin. And then just turn around and just walk straight out. Do not go sideways or you'll trip another mine. Just take that path like I did and you'll be fine. Okay, get your shotgun shells out. Pop this guy once, turn and grab the neuro round right there. Grab that chem fluid. Just kind of move these guys. If you have to, shoot them. Do not waste your time trying to kill them, though. Just negotiate around them a little bit. I know it's risky as hell. I know it looks like, how the hell did you do that? But it does work. Alright, so go into this room here. You'll notice we used our long-forgotten lockpick, the one we got from the ceiling. We'll use that. Grab the 3 flame rounds it drops. There's a save in there, though, too. Take that save if you're just doing this to learn or whatever. Because we got the double fat molded fight coming up. And, well, yeah, you want to be prepped. So come out of there. Pop this bobblehead on the top there. And then drop down. And then we're going to have to start getting ready for the fat molded. I go ahead and make some first aids. I've been gradually picking up herbs and chem fluids through this area. Yeah, grab the battery, shoot this. Got some handgun ammo, nice. Some supplements here. Grab those supplements. Definitely grab those supplements. Those will come in use later. And then use the battery. Okay, there's the herb. Okay. Alright, so what you're going to want to do here is, notice I'm doing all my menuing there. What I do is I separate a flame round, use the separating agent on a flame round, and then make neuro rounds with the strong chem fluid. But to do this fight, what I do anyways, I fire a neuro round first. Neuro round, bam. Now we're going to switch to the flame rounds. Flame round, right into him. Then I'm going to switch to my shotgun. Pop, pop, he's dead. Handgun, shoot, shoot, shoot. I didn't mean to get hit by him, but reload. Shotgun, pop, and pop. Dead. Easy clap. It's pretty simple when you know how to approach it. But yeah, that fight can become a problem if you don't use that neuro round especially. Go ahead and use the steroid from before right there. But yeah, this is where we're going to make that neuro round, do that neuro round thing I talked about. Go ahead and get your menuing sorted here. Get everything reloaded. Have your flame rounds ready to go, by the way. Go ahead and equip your regular pistol ammo as well. I know it's a lot. The best I can say is just rewind and watch a little bit if you need to. Grab the coin there, the first aid, and grab the note. Yeah, make sure you grab alright, a coin on the bookshelf, and then the note on the body. Make sure you grab both of those. And the code will be 1408 as long as you didn't try to put it in earlier. Alright, now for the puzzle. So if you did the birthday tape in a earlier playthrough, you'll know the solution here. It's pretty straightforward. Just grab the candle, light it, or extinguish it. Yeah, you know. Pretty straightforward stuff.
We play a little game. All you gotta do is light the candle and put it on the cake.
Yeah, hopefully this is helping you guys. I've made a few tutorials now, but this is definitely the one that calls for the most outright explaining, I think. You know, I don't know if it's all that more complex than RE1 Remake, or definitely is more than End of Zoe, but you know, hopefully it's helpful. There you go, just burn the rope, and then the code will be loser here. You can turn this dial 5 ways, up or down, it doesn't matter. You can do up or down, and it'll spell it out either way. So, you know, just because I'm using up here, I've done down before I switch sometimes, you know. Things you do when you've done 292 attempts of this category, you know. But anyway. Happy birthday. I love Lucas. he's freaking nuts, but man, is he great. Just one of the more compelling villains the series has had. I actually like all the Bakers pretty well. I like Marge, Ethan, and Jack anyway. Quite a bit. You notice I tried to move my cursor down there. That's just to try and get it to where I'm guessing the crank will be. The crank is the next item we're going to need. But, you know, that is what it is. We're going to go ahead and make sure you grab the D-Series head here. And, yeah, there's going to be a bobblehead. You don't want a couple of bobbleheads that are easy to miss coming up. So grab all your stuff. If you put your inventory right, you should have the crank and the D-Series arm be your last things. Do not take these keys, because they're just going to clog up your inventory space. So yeah, if you did it right, you won't take them. I didn't take the arm. Wow. Okay, notice I said switch to your regular ammo. That's because we got to turn around. Pop a bobblehead right there. And then go ahead and use a crank. We're gonna build. We're building bridges here across the Baker estate, which the Bakers are very wealthy. You know, call them hillbillies, call them any number of things, but these folks are loaded. They come with they got a meat farm, they got salt mines, they've got I don't know what else they got, but they got a lot. All right, so when we get up here. Now, you can just go into this little shack and shoot this thing if you want. It's more optimal speed-wise to go ahead and walk up right about there and miss it like I did. And but you can barely see it. It's right about there, though. Kind of gotta get it just right. There we go. All right, get your shotgun out next. Definitely get your shotgun out, because you gotta shoot some four-leggeds. Alright, one four-legged's gonna pop up here. Pop him once, just run. Even if he's not dead, just run. If you pop him in the head, he should be, I mean, you know, or close enough to that, he should be not a problem. Alright, yeah, make sure you reload on your way over here, though. Another one's gonna pop out. Shoot him. He may not be dead. Shoot him again. That'll roll him out of the way for sure. And then just run to the right and get out of there. Alright, you can use your lockpick here. There is a save here. You do get a checkpoint at Jack, though. So I would recommend making a save here if you're looking to practice. It's not a requirement otherwise, but why not? But yeah, make sure you use the lockpick on the box there. Get the 2 strong chem fluids. Grab the gunpowder for sure. Grab anything in the box like shotgun shells. Get as many shotgun shells and handgun bullets as you can, so you can get as much supply-wise as you can. You're going to want flame rounds, shotgun shells, and heals. An enhanced pistol. Notice we're up to 31 shotgun shells, though. That's not bad. Run over to Zoe. You can free Mia, but screw Mia so she can sit there.
Right here.
No, actually, we don't have time to free Mia. Negative feeling towards her aside. We don't have time to deal with her shit. Get the shit to Zoe. Turn. Alright, so what we're going to do real quick is we're going to turn with our pistol and shoot these crates through the wall here. Or through the little opening there. Pop, pop. Okay, there, I got him. Good enough. Alright, now we're going to do our menuing. So, if you look at what we've got, I've got one thing of solid fuel, so we're going to make some flame rounds, and then we're probably going to make some enhanced ammo, is what I'm guessing is what we're going to do here. Let's see how it plays out. Yeah. Now take your opportunity to organize your weapons as well. I don't know about you, but I definitely prefer to have them all in the same spot.
There's a boat outside.
Yeah, I just got and made enhanced ammo. I can't use that other gunpowder. We've got plenty of heals though. Let's just get everything reloaded. So we're gonna want enhanced handgun ammo, shotgun, and flame rounds or flamethrower or grenade launcher. Jesus.
One of those is mine.
All right. Now I'll tell you now. Jak 3 is obviously a big fight. There is a checkpoint right here, like I said, and again, you could have made a save before, but there are varying strats here. Emery's strat is far more optimal. It's more, although the one I have here is very consistent in the opening, especially. The biggest thing is just getting him before he can run away. But yeah, this I will tell you is not the 100% fastest way to do it, but it is a very good kind of beginner speedrun strat to getting him. I think it'll be a lot easier for trophy hunters to do that may not have quite the aim experience of shooting his, that wobbly head at the beginning here. So I'm going to try and explain this in steps of how I did it. Now a big thing is he has an eyeball under his tail. That's probably the most important eye in the entire run, because you can only get it when he's up top here. Well, there's some other methods to getting it, but reasonably get it is when he's up top and you're at the bottom. So you're going to see the strategy is kind of built around that. So what we're going to want to do is, as soon as the fight starts, he's going to lean up. We're going to fire a flame round right into this eye here. Then I'm going to run over here, right in front of this arm, and block. That's going to block his attack. Now, once his arm sets again, notice how it's set now? It's going to go up and set again. I'm going to shoot two shotgun shells into it, and then fire my enhanced pistol into it until it pops. Now, I'm going to reload all my stuff, and we're going to run over to those boxes we broke. Run over to those, grab whatever you can, grab that, reload the grenade launcher, and notice he's climbing up. Once he's up about this high, you're free to drop down, and he won't stay. So drop down, and when you get there, see, there's that tail eye, and it's sitting there, fish in a barrel. Pop it. That should be enough to get it at this earliest part of the fight. If not, what I do is I just fire another one right back into his tail again, because he still won't be able to turn around by now. So now just go to town with the grenade launcher. Notice we're already into the second phase, and he's not even dropped down yet. But we've unloaded into him. After you're out of flame rounds, go ahead and switch to your neuro. Fire a neuro into him right as he's dropping down. And now reload that and get your shotgun out. And now it's time to sweep these eyes out. We're just going to kind of methodically move around here. I'm surprised that one took another shot, to be honest. I'm surprised that one didn't pop too from the flame rounds. But there we go. Just look for any ones that may be left standing, but just work on them. Potato, potato. Potato, potato. There we go. There's some hits. Yeah, block the hit. Block his hits. Even if you can't shoot him, even if you have to sacrifice damage, do not let him hit you, because it will hurt a lot. So unfortunately, my potato aim allowed him enough time to get away. That's because, well, I'm a scrub. But there we go. Popped him once. He's coming down. We were that close to that fight being that that much better. But that's as good of a Jak 3 as I'm in general going to provide. That fight is close to the best you can do. The thing is, it's a little harder to make that fight, that method, that consistent all the time, which is where Emery's strat is a little better, is definitely better. You can quick kill this if you use the grenade launcher and then land everything into him. I just use the shotgun and block, but above all, again, block. If you want to do that. That was a very safe strat there to get rid of him. But, yeah. Hopefully you got all that. Hopefully you can take Jak down. That's a good approach to taking him down. Like I said, I think that's very beginner friendly. Again, go ahead and have your regular pistol ammo equipped there too. It's a nice little thing you can do. But yeah, so you can see this isn't actually even the fastest I did that fight. Or it may have been close, I don't remember. And just the menuing before was slower. Either way though, that's pretty good. I'm pretty happy with how that went, watching it back. But yeah, just... I don't know, I think a big thing with some of the bosses in this too, and this is kind of a thing with playing a game for the first or even second or third time, compared to speedrunning it after, you know, hundreds of hours, is it's a little easy to say this, but don't let the bosses intimidate you. Bring the fight to them. It's easy to be like on your heels in these fights and have to block and absorb so much damage that by the time you are punching back, you're almost dead. So stay on the fight in them, but at the same time, don't let yourself just take hits either. Also, you have to cure Mia in the speedrun. It doesn't matter for trophy-wise, but yeah, just cure Mia. I know it's awful, but if you like Zoe, I mean, the trade-off is she does live if you choose to cure Mia. She'll die if you pick her. Actually, Mia dies if you pick her too, so there is that upside. But you don't want to pick, above all, you don't want to pick Zoe, because it's adding another boss fight, and you don't want more boss fights in Madhouse. Nobody wants more boss fights in Madhouse. But alright, here, I'm going to mute the mic for just a little bit. I'm going to grab a quick drink, as I've been gabbing for about an hour and 40 minutes straight, so... yeah, enjoy the elaborate and fun cutscene with Mia. I'll be right with you in a moment.
Ethan? Thank you.
Who the hell else was I gonna choose?
Ethan.
Mia, I know you've been through a lot. We need to talk. You had something to do with all this, didn't you? Look, I just want to know the truth.
Ethan, I honestly don't remember.
Try. Is that the boat? How the fuck did that get here? You're okay. What the hell was that? What the fuck? What is that? What is that?
Alright. I'm back. I see Mia's still Mia. I'm sorry about that. I wish I could do something about it. So yeah, speaking of which, we get to play as Mia now. The delight of the game. In the most pleasant section of the game, the boat. Yeah, nobody likes the boat, really. For good reason. It screws up the pacing of the game, it's not very fun to navigate, and you get to go through it twice. It's But yeah, we can do our best to make it a little bit tolerable. How's that? Also, a little side note here. When we see Ethan here, you notice right on his cheek there is a scar. What that scar is that's where Jack actually cuts him at the beginning of the game at the dinner scene. Never knew that. Little nice tidbit there. So yeah, a lot of movement here early on, a lot of Mia yakking, a lot of Evelyn yakking, plot revealings and all that good stuff, I suppose. Yeah, there are a lot of things to pick up, though, a lot of bobbleheads and all that stuff. We got to be very particular with the items we use and how we use them. You know, I'll make sure you guys get everything, and, well, I'll make sure I do my part to get everything. You still got to pick the shit up. But yeah, just make your way through here. Yeah, you know, it's weird when you watch a run like this and you're talking about the run. You know, there's obviously a lot of great stuff. I love doing the boss fights, especially like Jack 3 and Marge 2 and Chainsaw Jack. And it's weird watching this run of there's a lot of stuff that makes you say, man, why did I spend so much time speedrunning this game? Alright, move your cursor to the fourth slot. Right there, by the way, while this is going on. Might be like, yeah, it's a lot of time. It's like, there's a lot of stuff that's like, man, I wonder about this game. But then there's so much stuff that's like, it's so good that it makes you totally forget about the negatives, at least for a short while. That's how much fun it is. That's why I encourage it, because, yeah, there are plenty of spots that are bad about it, but, man, the good is so good. The good is so much fun. Alright, so after we get through here, drop down, and go ahead and take a look to the left, and head on through. Again, you don't need to check any of these doorways, just work your way through. The door at the end of the hallway here. Up the steps so we can see Evelyn.
Are you remembering?
What are you?
Alright. Let's continue to follow, head up the ladder. And we'll start actually getting to do some stuff here in a minute.
You said we could be a family.
What are you talking about?
You said!
Baby rage.
Wait!
Okay, so first things first, we're gonna come into this door on the first door on the right of the stairwell. Grab this chem fluid, turn, and in the last dryer here on the bottom, there's a coin. Grab that, and then we're gonna grab the fuse. Turn around and get the hell out of here. Notice that guy still trolled me and hit me. That's just how he is. Close these doors behind you to be safe. You don't have to, but there's a chance. It's happened to me a few times where I haven't. That enemy that just hit us will follow us all the way and wait for you outside the next doors we're going to go through. And he'll make you waste a bomb if he does that. You do not want that. So close the doors. Go ahead in here. We're going to grab both these bombs, and then there's an herb in the cabinet on the right. Yeah, you need both of those bombs. And then just go ahead and use your fuse. It should be in the fourth slot. Make your first aid that you should have access to. Unfortunately, I'm going to probably have to pop it here, or I'm not sure if I will or not. I might hold off. I'm a little surprised. But yeah, going up to the 3rd floor. There is a save point here. I believe there is, anyway. I don't know if the tape player's there, or if there's a tape there, but... Anyway, put the tape in, and we'll get this started. I know there's a cutscene, or... save point here soon, though. I think it might be when you get to the basement here. But anyway, flashback time. Yes. Mia, and you get to find her male equivalent here of Alan, Droney. And no, I'm not making it up. His last name is actually Droney. You can look it up. He's quite awful. He almost makes Mia seem not as bad, but, you know, then you realize it's Mia, so they're about even. But yeah, an interesting thing of Mia in the flashback is you do get a machine gun. Unfortunately, it's a piece of shit, and you'll see why. But she also comes equipped with a wristwatch thing, like Ethan has, and, yeah, this thing plays an interesting role, and when we get to the basement, and by interesting, I mean it has a chance of getting you killed. It's a slim chance of probably getting you actually killed, but it can happen, and I'll explain when we get there. You fix this. Alright, go ahead and leave, and so there's a little skip coming up here. Again, this is more for speedrunner folks. If you don't care about and you're just going for trophies, it's not such a big deal. But yeah, open the doors here. Go under. Alright, so what we're going to want to do is open these 2 doors here. Now what you're going to want to do is get as far... Basically, inch your way up and get to the hitbox as quick... Like... as far from the hitbox as you can, but you're still hitting it for this mold pile here. And what you're going to want to do is turn and hit X or A. A on Xbox, X on PS4, whatever it is on computer to interact. I think it might be F, but anyway, basically do that and turn at the same time away. And yeah, what you'll do is you'll be heading through the doors by the time the call comes through, and it'll allow you to skip the call. It's a little hard to explain, but just watch. Edging up. There's the prompt. Okay, so I'm going to hit it and turn at the same time. Right there. It was very seamless, and we're heading through, and bam, we skip the call. Now, if you don't want to worry about all that stuff, all that means is you get another 15 seconds with Alan in your life. So I'd consider warning it. There's a chem fluid right here. Grab it. And there's an herb on the table here. That'll give you another first aid here early on. You don't have to worry about this guy. He will follow you. So what you're going to want to do is go ahead and click the elevator right here. Because you got to wait on the elevator anyway. Going in this door here is actually going to despawn the guy that was just in that room, so you don't have to worry about him. Run over to this desk, grab the submachine gun ammo, and check this note. There you go. Back through the door, and that guy will be gone. Now what we're going to want to do here, this guy is an uber level of troll in Madhouse. He can be such a jerk. Just run to this corner and shoot this guy in the ass. Basically, get him off of your elevator and run over and hit the button as quickly as you can. It's so finicky, but he can do like a quick turn on you and hit you and totally wreck your run. But yeah, notice I just shot him in the ass, got him off there, and hit the button. And he's swinging, but where those doors are closing, so we're good. That's a very stressful little part, unfortunately. Go ahead and make your heal if you can. Keep the slot on the 4, or item on the 4 slot. But, yeah. I mean, if you have to, just kill that guy with the machine gun, but hopefully you don't. Let's try and run past these guys. And, yeah, there's an herb there. I missed the machine gun ammo that was there. It's not really needed, though. Grab these bombs. They're very important. Okay, head through there. And just keep kind of following along here. Just keep moving. If you move at a good pace, you can ideally avoid what I just had happen. If your pace is good enough, you should get to all the open areas before the molded will hit you at the bottleneck point, so you can walk around them. But yeah, open that, pop that box, and there you go. And there's two things that we're gonna grab. Two things of the corrosive here. We're gonna use. Oh, I grab all three. I think we're only gonna use two. But yeah, grab the chem fluid, head in here, and use the corrosive. Probably make another first aid right here. No, I guess I'll wait. But yeah, more Evelyn and Eve or Evelyn and Eve. Evelyn is Eve. You just walk about halfway through there and walk back. But yeah, Evelyn, Mia, and Al and Phil are garbage here, but
Yes, but she ran off.
yeah, on the other speedrun categories, you can actually do a skip here to skip this conversation as well, where you put a mine right about where I'm standing right now and blow yourself through the doorway, basically, and it'll cut in the conversation there. It's kind of cool, but here you just take too much damage on Madhouse, so we don't do it. But alright, we're going to come through here. We're going to use our first bomb right here. Make sure with that bomb, do not put it underneath the steps by mistake, or it will not hurt them anywhere near as much as you want it to. It may not even hurt them at all, if it's too far. So make sure you get it on the steps. Blow them up. Come through here. They're still not going to be dead, so close the doors behind you. We're going to come in here. We're going to use the corrosive. This is, again, if you know the optimal strats, you do not have to do this, but boy, you should do it this way starting out. There's an herb and some machine gun ammo. There's two more bombs. Definitely grab those. Grab the chem fluid and get out. Alright, this next part's kind of precise, but it's pretty easy. It makes this part so much easier. Bomb this guy, get your machine gun out, and shoot him until he's dead. Which it'll take a billion bullets because machine gun's trash. Alright, the key thing here is make sure both of these guys spawn. Sometimes this guy on the left will just decide he wants to take forever, but you want to get them both out there if you can. Bomb them both again. That should kill them both. And where I mentioned the fact that Mia's stupid wristwatch can cause you trouble, if for some reason you're trying to shoot those molded there are times, notice how I'm reloading and she just stops it to look at her wristwatch? She will actually pull that shit when you're in the middle of shooting somebody. She'll actually stop the shooting and look at it and put you at risk of getting killed because she has to check it. It's like, good lord, woman, learn your priorities. That's Mia for you. That is why Mia is Mia. So, anyway, but yeah, you do that. And that method I showed you there is pretty safe. It's pretty much guaranteed. I'd say its success rate is high. Really, the only thing we have left here on the boat to do is, or the flashback part anyway, of the boat. We got this guy. You can either block him. If your health is low, block him. Because, as you can see, he hits very hard. Or you can just run past if you're in good health and you got plenty of heals. You know, just be smart about it, really. I mean, you're not talking about a huge amount of time compared to dying. And, you know, obviously a big thing to do when speedrunning is, until you're going for record times and all, or really high, tough times, make sure you're finishing runs when you're starting out. Above all else, finish runs. I can't say that enough. There's Alan. I do everything in my power to shoot him, but you can't directly aim at him. Yeah, here he is. He's gonna bitch and complain that he's dying. I mean, you can't even do that with a little dignity. Sorry. I don't know. I'm no Alan fan. I turned this into an Alan and Mia hate fest, but yeah, you watch the stream enough and you'll see that too.
That little bitch, she never trusted. Okay.
Yeah, I have faith in RE8 bringing some of these characters back. Not necessarily Mia, but I think Ethan's gonna have a good showing. I think Ethan is just, you know, he's such an avatar in this game. He wasn't given much to, you know, they just didn't give him much to really do or say beyond being like a, you know, like some kind of himbo to Mia that does nothing but says fuck pretty much the whole time. But I think he's gonna shine in the next game. Or it may not shine, I don't want to go that far, but I think he'll be pretty good. But yeah, we'll see how well this ages with when 8 comes out here in a few months. I'm recording this on March 13th, by the way. Anybody curious? 2021. I actually did I think this run was actually done in late, well, I guess it was done at the year in January, early 2021, something like that. There's a checkpoint there, by the way. Unfortunately, you do not get the checkpoint before this cutscene. And there we go. There's a save. Skip that. That's the one cutscene you can actually skip in this game. Is that one right there. That and then the end credits, or the final one. I remember doing these runs though. I was wanting a sub 150 so badly, and I knew I was on pace to get it right here. And I will admit, nerves will play a part into this run because it is so difficult and it can be so trolly at times. But just stick with it. I know I was like just wrenching at the moment, very stressed and everything, but you know, shout outs to Twitch chat for helping me through. Helping divert my attention a little bit, you know, to keep out of my own head with it. But above all, the lesson is to keep pushing through it. You can do it.
No, Evie. We can't be a family. We were never a family. We will never be a family.
Then I don't need you anymore.
Yeah, there's Evelyn. So after Evelyn's done with her yammering, we're going to go ahead and head up the elevator here. You can save again back there. If you want, but you do get a checkpoint at the start of that cutscene, so you probably don't necessarily need to right then and there. But yeah, go ahead and climb the ladder here, and we're gonna start taking care of some bobbleheads. I do go ahead and heal. I was wondering if I was ever going to. Oh, yeah, that's right. Oh, that's part of the run. At first, I was like, wait a minute. Then, yeah, part of the run is my battery dies on top of all the stress, or it doesn't die, but I get the warning that it may die, and like, oh, shit, that's more to worry about. Alright, so we're going to go ahead, get our thing out here. I'm only going to pause this here for this reason. So obviously there's the bobblehead. We don't go and get the gun, so we got to use a bomb on it. A key thing to remember, and you'll see me do it here, is if you're looking to speedrun this game and you're worried about submitting a run to speedrun.com, make sure you visibly show the bobblehead being blown up. Make sure you do that, or it will be invalidated. Why they're so particular about that, I mean, it's not like you can just conjure it out of thin air. I don't know. But that's just the rule, so I just want to... I'm putting it out there just so you don't get it rejected for something like that. So go down to the bottom of the steps, there's a coin here. So just go ahead and... What I do is I just turn around here, and now I'll blow it up. There, and you can clearly see the blue smoke from the... blue dust from the bobblehead. So that gets rid of it. Easy as that, so just do that. Okay, open up the elevator here, and we're gonna... use the wrench we got in the captain's office. The one part about the boat I do actually like is I do like the remote bombs. I think they're a fun weapon to work with. Alright, go ahead and drop down here and climb on up. We're going to grab a, or we're going to go right first here, never mind. And yeah, go into this room here. It'll despawn that fat molded. Grab the corrosive right there. And then grab a coin right there. But yeah, that was corrosive in that room. And let's see what order I do this in. Okay, yeah. So what you want to do is just keep going straight here. Oh, don't get whatever the hell, I got distracted or something there. Okay, so a weird thing with this is when you get to the top of the ladder, do not step forward or anything. Just turn with your right stick or mouse, I guess, or whatever. But just turn, and it should put you right in range to put your bomb across there. So do not move forward, though. And then just blow it up, drop down. And then we're going to go into the room on the left here. There's another bomb on the table there. Grab it. And then we're going to run over to this little card here. And there's a vase with another coin. Grab it. And yeah, I put the bomb away so I don't accidentally use it. And then we're going to head on down to the first floor. This is where it can get a little risky. That's okay. We like, you know, a little risk is okay, I guess, right? Yeah. We're going to grab the fuse that we used earlier. And then we're going to go this way. You want to go this way. And what I do, there's a four-legged molded right here. Guess what's happening? He's getting blown up. All right, go in here to this bunk in the back left corner. There's a file for us. And then there'll be another one. Where is it? Dude, what am I getting stuck on there? What the hell is that? Okay, and then on that table there, there's another one. Notice, by the way, you saw that was 3 pages. Yeah, you only have to check the first one. The only time you have to check multiple times is if it's a double-sided item. I probably should have mentioned that, reinforced that point a little earlier, but anyway, too late now. There we go, we're climbing up, and then climbing up the ladder again to the 3rd floor. And I'm keeping that thing here because I know where I'm gonna pause next. Go ahead and climb through here. We're gonna head left. Check the note. Make sure you check the note, not the empty part, the actual note itself. There you go. That's what it should say. Yeah, make sure you check that. You notice I checked. Okay, yeah, that was the key. I'm glad I did that. Check your inventory. Have your your corrosive ready. Have your corrosive ready. Now, a key thing coming up here is we're going to need to use the corrosive on this door, but there's going to be a crawling molded in front of us. What you need to do is get up to the door prompt, but do not hit X on it until you let go of your analog. Do not let the momentum hurt you and push your inventory up. What this will do is it means your item will go, your cursor will go up a slot, and then you won't be on the corrosive, you'll be on an empty slot. And thus, that guy on the ground is going to grab you, or he's going to hit you, and you're going to regret it. And so, notice, I just walk straight into him and use the prompt. Notice how we go right, kind of, it's like the game will automatically push us past him, and you'll go. That is pretty much a guarantee to work if you do it right. I know if you do it right is very, very, like, well, no kidding, dumbass, but, you know, at the same point, it does do the job. All right, go just straight all the way to the end of the deck here, grab the coin. But yeah, that might take a couple of tries to get it right, but you can do it. All right, go in here, grab a corrosive. This corrosive is very important. Make sure to grab it. And then we're going to go over here. So what you can do is after you trigger these things, you can actually get off of them. And you notice I'm getting my inventory ready for when we put these parts into the elevator. You can actually, like, after they start spinning, you can let go. You don't have to, like, be locked onto them. Oh, that was a bad hit. Yeah, these guys want to come barging on through. Just push by them, get the hell out of there. If they hit me, yeah, depending on how much damage you take, heal if you have to. You will have plenty of healing throughout this run. You don't have to worry about it. The crawling guy is going to be there. Just get around him. Again, he should only be a problem if you stay in front of him too long. If you just get around him quick, you'll be fine. I always recommend taking the safe outside route from him, if you will. Don't get too close. Why put yourself in harm's way if you don't have to? So, so yeah, go ahead and use the, oh gosh, I hate that. Used the wrong part there. Make sure you get this note. Emery and I call this like the meme note, the meme collectible, or the, you know, whatever, the troll one, because it's the most obvious, easy one in the world to hit, but it's probably the most common one to miss. No joke. I just pop an herb there to be safe. Get my corrosive ready, and here we go to the basement. Yeah, we're almost done with the boat. We're almost there. Again, I check the corrosive, and here we go. Okay, so I'm going to show you where all the other items are if you want to get them. So first things first, let's see if I grab it. Okay, to the left of me, there's a little like alcove, and there's a first aid right there. It's to the left, right about here, I guess. To your immediate left there. I opt not to get it here, but it is there. Ooh, heavy hit, heal. In that green cabinet, there's an item as well. You can get that if you opt to. Now, what you have to get is that coin right there. So after you get past the green cabinet into the next hall, take an immediate right and grab this coin in the corner. Now we're going to go forward here. This is where you need a little bit of luck, and just make sure you play it smart. What I do is I try to bait to the left and run around to the right to get it into trying to jump at an angle at me. Oh no, I just ran straight into him. Wow, that was not smart. Because notice he was ready to another attack. Alright, but anyway, down here, right here, there's a bomb. Yeah, there's a bomb right there. You can pick it up, and it can be useful either on this guy if he decides to troll you, or later in the game. But a good thing of keeping moving here is it should allow you to just easily pass like I did there. Alright, just keep moving. You should get past him before he gets spawned in. Once you're through those doors there, you should be clear. Oh, it's very stressful, I know. I know. But yeah, here's where you have to use that corrosive. This will get you the final coin of the boat. It's very stressful. I know, I believe me, I wish there was a better way. But there's, you know, you can get the machine gun if you want, but that's not going to help you all that much anyway. But there you go, just run until you get to Ethan, and there we go. You're done with the boat. Enjoy this finely acted scene, which I'm not memeing there. I love this scene by Jack. This is great stuff.
I'm not gonna hurt you. Hell, I never would have if I could have helped you. What do you mean? I'm no killer, son. Neither is Marguerite, nor my boy Lucas.
Yeah, this is such an exceptional game, though. It really is. All the complaining I've done about it, or what this, or this, or... And there's just so much to like about this game. I highly recommend playing it. I highly recommend the Not a Hero and End of Zoe DLCs as well. I have plenty of content for both of those on my channel if you're at all interested in just seeing what they are. I did a tutorial for the End of Zoe speedrun. So yeah, I highly recommend the whole, the whole experience kind of thing.
Not exactly, son. She forces her way into your mind, your soul. You can't fight back. You are connected to her.
Oh, I'm sorry about that.
Can't resist the urge to.
You saw the Danis dungeon. Sorry about that. The wallpaper there.
Just like me. So Mia sent me that message because of Evelyn. Listen, the girl just wants a family of her own. She's the key. Alright? You find her, and you stop her. Ethan. Free my family. Please.
Alright. But yeah, we're on the home stretch here. Not too much more to go.
Stay away from him.
Why? He doesn't love you. I can make him love you.
Don't hurt him.
Silly,
Yeah, you can just see so much here where RE8 could be such a great game if it's just... I definitely do believe under the idea this game crawls so RE8 can walk kind of thing, where this game is inevitably probably going to be appreciated even more when all is said and done after we see what happens in RE8. I really think that'll be the case, and yeah, I hope it's true. I hope it ends up being excellent.
Take this.
Wait, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Saving your life. You need
All right.
help. I won't be able to resist for much longer.
No,
Now go kill that little bitch.
no.
Mia! No!
Alright, after Ethan, his little, the sad tragedy of the death of Mia, or the losing of Mia, again, to Evelyn, we gotta come through here, grab this coin on the immediate right. Do not forget it, it's very easy to. Kind of just letting the momentum of the high emotion moment overtake you, but don't forget it. And then we're gonna just come on down, and, yeah, someone that's been a fan of the RE series, though, I mean, sheesh, I mean, since RE2 came out, the original RE2 back in 98, I was old enough to, like, 11 or 12, I guess, I don't know, probably 12 when we actually played it, but, oh, yes, hold on, okay, after climbing over the log there, stick to the right and grab this coin, it's right here on the side. It's super easy to grab, but just make sure you actually grab it. And believe it or not, that should be your final coin. You should have 32, I think it is, coins by the end of the, like, with that one. So if you're going for a trophy or an achievement or whatever, it should pop right there. I forget what it's, I think it's something about the Pelicans. I forget. I should have checked that out before I did this, but I'm sorry I didn't. But that'll pop right there. Or I assume it'll pop right there. Maybe it'll pop post-game. Hell, I don't know. But you should have 32 nonetheless. There's a neuro round right here. Grab it. Alright, and then we're going to need to shoot a bobblehead right out of the door here. I'll pause it just to be safe. Grab all your shit. There's an herb right there that I had trouble picking up, apparently. But yeah, right in that doorway there is a bobblehead. Pop him. Alright, and here we go to another potential danger point. Have your neuro rounds ready just in case. Oh yes, okay. Alright, well, I use the neuro rounds there right away. You can, yeah, if you're playing for safety, just do that. What I did there is fire a neuro round into that group and then shoot the final one. The whole reason I did this is the last run I did this on, those guys got onto the elevator. They can do that sometimes, and it'll totally, it's basically a rip run. But alright. Yeah, here we go. The first section of the mines coming up. Yeah, I just reloaded. Yeah, I knew I was just saying fuck these guys when I got to this point, because I remember they wrecked the run right before. But you can run by them if you want. It's riskier, though. It's more optimal, too, though. So I'm trying to shoot this mine here, but I can't because my aim is potato. There we go. Alright, shoot that. Pop the four-legged molded. There's some shotgun shells. Go ahead and grab those. We're just going to start making your way. These guys shouldn't hit you. You're usually pretty safe from them there, but don't worry, they'll get their free shot here in a minute. Oh, excuse me. A lot of talking here. My voice is trying to go out. So yeah, run up here, get to the minecart. Give it a good old push. And you're probably going to take a shot here in a minute. Yeah, this guy here on the right there, he can probably hit you. If he does, just heal for safety. And then shoot that guy and just keep running. Just shoot him to get him out of your way. Just keep running, though. The reason I say take a safety heal there is because if that four-legged comes through and pops you again, you're dead. Alright, we're going to shoot a bobblehead here. You can kind of see it right here. Just get up the steps there and miss. There you go, pop him. Good lord, man, I missed a lot of shots on this run. Alright, check the laptop here for notes. And then check right down here under to the left of the steroids, just past them on the ground. Or left of the toolbox. There's some steroids on the ground. Yeah, so make sure you do that. And for the record, for speedrunning this game, you have to actually inject all the steroids and stabilizers. You can't just pick them up and not use them. They have to be used. Again, why does that matter? I don't know, but, you know, it'll make your final screen look right, so that's what matters. Alright, go through here. Grab this note. You only have to pick, you do pick it up, but you only have to check the front. There's no back. Okay. There's that. That's opening up. Go over here, open that up. Like, while the case is opening, grab that strong chem fluid. Here's another note. Check it. Again, it's just the front. Check. Alright, yeah, make sure you check the one on the neurotoxin right here on this case. That one counts. While it's being made, run up here. Grab the shotgun shells. Here's another note. Just check it. Drop down. I'd make a strong chem fluid. That's all I could make, but it works. Or strong first aid, I mean. Alright, there you go. There's your strong, your neurotoxin. Notice I popped my steroids now. There's another strong first aid sitting on this shelf. Go ahead and grab it. And you're ready to go. We should have plenty of health. Should have plenty of shotgun shells. Yeah, we're ready to finish. Get your neuro rounds ready. So you definitely want the neuro rounds ready, and you definitely want 2 neuro rounds here. I mean, there is another option, but to do it with 1, but boy, is it risky, and boy, is it's nowhere near as safe. But yeah, so here we go, the mine run, the final real challenge of the run. You can just run past this first dude. Sometimes he'll troll hit you, but for the most part, you're fine. You can run past that first one fine. Okay, now we got to start shooting, though. Alright, here comes round dude number 1. Aim up, pop him. Easy. Reload instantly. This guy is the biggest troll in the entire run. What I recommend doing is aim down the sights and aim right for his head. It makes it it ups your chance of a headshot by a large amount, because if you don't headshot him, he's going to fall over and you're going to get stuck by his body, and all those guys that are chasing you are going to catch you, and you know what happens then. I missed because I'm a potato, but I did hit him with the second shot, so he died. But again, aiming made that happen. I had probably sighed ridiculous levels of relief right there. Alright, headshot that guy as he's coming along. Alright, you got 2 here. Just pop the one on the right. You can run past the other one. Just keep moving. If you keep moving at a good enough pace there, you should get to where this fat molded is just spawning in, so he won't be running up on you. But just kind of negotiate your way past him here. If you have to heal, I was a little lower than I'd like to be. Now for the final big part of this. Alright, we're going to switch to our neuro rounds. Ideally, you want to hit both these fat molded with one, shoot the mines, and hit them with another. So what can happen here is, what happens most of the time is they'll spawn and they'll be, yeah, see, they're apart a little bit now, but they'll be together and you can easily do it. Let's see how this plays out. Yeah, so I'm looking for the second one. That's why I'm not firing yet. There's the second one. Bam. Right into them both. Shoot the mine. Shoot the mine. Shoot the mine. Now we're going to switch back to our neuro round. Reload. Fire it right into them both again, and you should be safe. Do not try and do that with one. I mean, like, if you shoot one, shoot them with the neuro round, blow up the mines, and then try to climb, they will get unfrozen, and they will knock you off of the ladder. The second you're up the ladder, though, you're home free. But yeah. Yeah, do not for the love of God, let them get you there. There's also a save point here if for whatever reason you want to save. But it's actually, that save point is important because this last bobblehead is easy to miss. So if that's what you're going for, it's important. But notice I triggered the cutscene, bobblehead right here on the shelf. We're just gonna pop it, and that should be your final bobblehead. Alright, we should be good. We should be home free on collectibles now. And now we just gotta pretty much let the game play out. The final sections here aren't so bad. I was so happy at this point because I knew the grind for 150 was about over. Or it was gonna be really damn close. Because I wanted that sub 150 badly. I had good mind. It looks like, according to my splits there, I had good minds on the previous PB, so I wasn't sure how that one went or not, but thankfully it went well. Yeah, there's kind of a mixed review on how the actual story and the Evelyn side of this game went. I think my overall view, seeing it back here again, is like, it's fine. I don't know, like, because to me, it's all just a device for the Bakers. The Bakers were the star of this game, and they were fantastic stars. So, having these be kind of the reasoning for it, it's like, okay. It's kind of like, it's like eating a really good salad dressing, you eat the lettuce and all that shit with it, but it's all just an avenue to enjoy the dressing, really. It's kind of that way with this, where, you just deal with some of the other stuff so you can really enjoy the great stuff. Because the great stuff is really good. It's kind of the way the speedrun is, just as a whole. Speedrun, the game has everything with it. So yeah, Evelyn 1 here. Make sure you block. You're going to have to block her twice on Madhouse. You can't one cycle her, unfortunately, here. But yeah, just block her twice. Just keep moving. You'll grab her. Yeah, thankfully, the only time this next fight is ever really a threat is if you're doing knife only. If you're doing knife only, there's actually a little bit of trickiness to it. You gotta be kind of, gotta be on your game a little bit there, where as far as getting your timing down and all that stuff with the swings and whatnot, but really otherwise it's kind of a joke of a final fight. The final fight is the mine run. So yeah, grab those enhanced handgun bullets and shotgun shells in the corner there. Shotgun, unload enhanced ammo into her. Keep shooting until she grabs you. There you go, until she stops you. And there you go, you're done. If you don't have that, just use whatever you got, But hopefully you should, as long as you've been picking stuff up at the rate I had been, I'll let, the game should have give you plenty, that's what I'm trying to say. Unless you just forgot to grab it out of the box or something like that. Final Evelyn here, you do not have to shoot her. Shooting her here does nothing. Save your energy if you want, it doesn't really matter. Yeah, shoot. When she grabs you here. There we go. We are that worm, and we are dinner, and she is hungry. She's impaled us with a giant fork. Shot. You actually can one-cycle this. It's super tough to do, though. I believe it's enhanced ammo. You can actually do it. It's really tricky, though. But yeah, after this, go ahead and grab the Albert. Will your way over to it. And shoot, and shoot, and shoot, and shoot, and she did. Now, a huge thing, notice, you gotta shoot the chimney. You can shoot the trees, but shoot the chimney. If you don't shoot the chimney, your run's actually kind of invalid. I'm partially kidding, but not really. Shoot the damn chimney. It's a right. Think of it as a Madhouse 100% rite of passage or some shit like that. That's probably a little overstating, but shoot it. Just do it. Shoot the chimney. You own that house now, because you just finished Madhouse collecting everything. Congratulations. There goes Evie. There goes the run. There it is. So let's skip. Alright, and hopefully, I don't know if I let this play or not. Okay, no I don't. Okay, good. And skip. Skip. There you go. Okay, and there's your final report. So speedrun-wise, I got a 149.56 on this run, which is pretty solid. I was very happy with it. My goal was to get sub 150. So hopefully, as your speedrunner, obviously, you know, hopefully this helped show you a lot of the basic stuff to help you get a good time. This run is currently second place to Emery's. So, you know, and yeah, so hopefully it does that. The 2 retries came from the guest house when we retried the game to increase Ethan's movement speed. But as you can see, 20 bobbleheads, 33 coins. I think I said 32 before, and 32 files. And then the stabilizers 2 and steroids 4. That should take care of everything for you and help you get any of those final achievements, trophies, or anything like that that you may need. And hopefully help you learn the speedrun if you're aiming to do that side of things. So yeah, I hope this video's proven helpful for any of that stuff. If you ever have any questions, feel free to hit me up. I stream typically 5 to 6 days a week over on Twitch with the name Dan Survival. I obviously can be reached here in the comments section. Feel free to do that. And, you know, like the video and all that good stuff. I'd greatly appreciate it. If you want more content like this, feel free to let me know, obviously. And yeah, there's also Twitter and all that other shit you can check out, and if you want. And but yeah, Twitch is the best spot. You know, any of that spot. If you have any questions about the run, anything about the collectables, speedrun, anything like that, feel free to hit me up, and I will be more than happy to help whenever I can. But yeah, until then, I guess that's about it. Big shout-outs again to a lot of the great members of the RE7 community, especially Emery. He was probably the one that worked. For one, probably him starting to run this category helped push me from getting sub 2 hours to sub 150. I was just going to be fine with that and be good, but he helped push me to do that, and then he also helped take a lot of what I did, put a lot of his own stuff in it, and he helped, you know, we bounced ideas off each other and all that shit. So yeah, make sure you check his channel out here on YouTube and on Twitch as well. So yeah, I think that's all I've got. So thanks for watching, and yeah, hope to see you in the future. Take care. Hey everyone, if you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave it a like, and even consider subscribing if you would like more speedruns, tutorials, and horror-themed content. If you'd like to interact live, consider checking me out over on Twitch, and come join one of the most chill communities around. Links to this and all other social media can be found in the description below. Thanks again for watching, and have a great rest of your day.